Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken success.
We got this.
Set, ready. Just to Pittsburgh. Danny. Off.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go. 58, boys, 58 is Mike.
Let's make these.
On first down, McFarland. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Bound to lose one.
Mike's 49.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins.
Set, hut. 50 yards, touchdown. I got you, son. I got you, son.
Check. Fresno.
Hut, 64. Wait, run it.
They'll run on first down. McFarland, a bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
So now it's third and long because, remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Single. I single the slot. 49, guys. Mike.
Murray with a third and long. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here comes Grant on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Tight ends on Ringo.
They'll fake it. Now Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
In your face.
Play action. It's Locke. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Watch the shit. Hey.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
On third down, McFarland, and he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a first down throw. Locke. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Love. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Show it up. Monday. 12. 6-6. Pull it high.
On first down, Cash. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now Luck. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Luck going to bring him up first and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now Luck. This will be caught at about the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. To throw is Lott. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
At the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Double dog, that's the way.
Motion, reset.
58, boys, 58. 58, Mike.
81. Night, night. Chance, watch that, watch that.
Now a give, right side. McFarland. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
58's the money. 58's the money.
Hey, me and you, 1, 2, 3. I'm coming up.
First down, Murray. It goes down. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's get it.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Dolphins nothing.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Ball trot. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. You gonna see me in your
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he's into the clear. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. It's a punt return touchdown of 56 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run the counter. McFarland, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Right back to him on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Go to base. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go.
On second down now, McFarland. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Set, hut. Let's go. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Check 37. Check 37.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second and 7 at the Jaguars' 34-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check 3. Check 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. This is the tight end Fant. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Whip. 22. Check. Bomber. 22. Check. Bomber. Go.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
We got 4. We got 4.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. from the gun. Murray. He's got his tight end fan. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw is Murray. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
And it's a fumble, and the Dolphins have got it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Murray off play action. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Jags grab it. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10.
think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter
and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Following the fumble recovery, here's Love. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
29 is Mike 29. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Safe. Jim.
Murray now on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Ready? Mike 29. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. That's what
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Check out. Ready. Watch the out.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Luck. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half.
Come on now, let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Bring it. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Check.
Out of the gun, Luck. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Give them 11 yards that time on the return.
First and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted.
Ready. 60 yards. 29 to Mike. Hey, let's get in them holes.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Check 43.
Here's Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go. Go. 11.
Right back to him on 1st down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And a give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Defense, let's get off the field, defense. All day, baby, all day.
Here's Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Back to throw. Love. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Love. That one complete. He finds Shark. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A quick throw complete to Chark.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Clock throwing again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way, and boy, he can get hurt.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the deep with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
He's coming. We got double up.
Here's Love. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, here's Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
On 1st down, McFarland. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Switch up, switch up.
On play action, it's Murray. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Back now in Miami, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go. Let's go.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Play action. Now it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Murray. And he's going to go down again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Brings up third down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Murray with a third and long. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Very good return that time. 18 yards.
At their own 39-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 46 yards.
First down, Jaguars.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A shotgun snap for Locke. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Second and 6 at the Dolphins' 12-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. To throw is Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it first and 10 at their own 43.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go. One switch.
Murray now on first down. Finds, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a give, right side. McFarland found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 16. To throw, it's Murray. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Under cross. Crawl.
Now Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On 2nd down, Cash. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. Cash. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Come on, set.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Play fake. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This may be one of the best stretches of defensive football that I've seen. I don't know about you. 5 sacks last week, now 3 here in this affair.
I would agree with that, and I've enjoyed watching the skill that's gone into it. You can see the intelligence behind it as well. He's watched tape, and he's setting people up, but relentless. That's the one word that keeps coming to mind. He does not want to be denied at getting to the quarterback.
And they're not denying it. This is the tight end fan. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Offense back out now for 1st and goal after the successful fake. Throwing his lock to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Now Luck. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
A 27-yard attempt.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Alexander Madison, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The extra point up and good, and that cuts this lead down to 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
What we got?
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.